Thanks so much, Josh. So, brief technical timeout here, TD. Deliverance didn't have his pre-snap icons on, and so much of this game, those adjustments before the snap, that's a crucial thing that you need to have on your game.
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing when you're playing Madden. You need those icons to work. And here we go. Deliverance getting that ball now. 2nd and 4. Look for a lot of Chris Johnson in this game, like we said. And the thing that stands out to me, Nick, is these guys' MCS records. Joke has a record of 67-27, while Deliverance is 30-9. Both great records in the MCS.
Finally get this AFC North semifinal underway. The rubber match between Joke and Deliverance. On first down, it's going to be Chris Johnson. Excuse me, on second down. 2nd and 4 up to the 48-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Setting up a big 3rd and 1.
Yeah, big 3rd and 1 here. Deliverance went with the little halfback zone weak right there. You don't see that run play called too often. Not sure Joke was expecting it, but he's able to hold him to a 3rd and 1 here.
Both these guys played in that AFC North Final Four, the last of the Final Fours we played out here in California, so they've had the least amount of lab time in between when they qualified. We'll see what sort of preparations they've gone through. It's on 3rd down. Joke with a little run defense. Set him a 4th down and short.
We already got a huge 4th and inches now for Deliverance. Great run defense so far by Joke. You got to think Deliverance is going forward here, and he is.
Go back into that 2 tight end, 2 wide set. An opportunity for Joke's defense to get a stop early in this game. Just shy of midfield, 4th and short. Hester in motion. And it's going to be a stretch run for Johnson. And how about Joke's run defense with Keith Bullock shooting the gap?
Keith Bullock, user right up the gap. Great defense by Joke on the first drive. And when you get a stop on your first drive, you're in business. Joke looking dominant so far.
Do you think either player was more or less affected by the, about a 7-8 minute delay to start this game?
I'm not sure. I mean, Joke probably has the advantage there, experienced guy. That doesn't really bother him. I know that Deliverance did say, his stomach was in knots before this game, but that's just, competitive Madden. You always get a little nervous, so not too sure if it affected either guys. But the thing here is Joke now in this New Orleans Saints offense, you're going to see this Taysom Hill formation, which we haven't seen all year. Joke switched to it this week. You're going to see a lot of Lamar Jackson. He can audible around from this Taysom Hill package because it is 3 receivers, so you're going to see some gun bunch, some gun tight. And like I said, I think this is a big move because this is a type of move within a week that you can either win you 100K or can send you home in the first game. I think it's a big move.
A completely different offense on this new 950 cap. A reminder, if you've been watching throughout the couple of weeks, we've had a couple patches come through. No more nasty streak out at wide receiver. This game has changed from the time all the way back when we were at the Arizona Cardinals, the one that you played in. The game looks totally different as Lamar Jackson right side. He'll pick up a first down.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that QB blast out of this Taysom Hill package. And Joke did not pick a running back on his team. He's using the 10 cap Rex Burkhead, so we're not going to see any halfback design runs. We're going to see all QB designed runs. And the thing, I don't know if Deliverance was expecting this Lamar Jackson offense.
How about Jackson QB blast to the left side? He's got a lot of room. Inside the 15, 10, 5. Troy P can't make the play, but Lamar Jackson live in living color puts the first touchdown on the board.
Huge run right there for Joke with that Lamar Jackson. And hey, Nick, we might be seeing a meta shift. This could be something now the viewers out there are watching. They want to run this type of offense.
6-0. Joke getting the stop, and then Joke 2 plays later into the end zone. What a way to start the game for a man looking for his first belt.
Yeah, great drive. Only took a few plays right there at Lamar Jackson. And I think Joke is going to go for 2 here. A bold move. He must have something up his sleeve.
Two-point conversion for Joke. Not bringing the kicker out. He wants to stay aggressive. 3 wide receivers. When Lamar Jackson can't be stopped, he can't be stopped. He crosses the goal line. 8-0 to start this game.
And that's why you get the possible MVP in real life on your team to do things like that, to go up 8-0 after a first stop. Just a great performance so far by Joke.
We'll see what sort of response Deliverance has after getting stopped on his first drive. Ellington out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Let's take a look at our Snickers touchdown replay. It was all Lamar.
Yeah, a little QB blast to the left, gets to the outside, and no one on that team is catching Lamar Jackson. Great run by Joke.
Even when you have a great like Troy Polamalu back there, once Lamar Jackson gets into open space, forget about it. 8-0. Joke on top, Deliverance back on offense. Try to get Chris Johnson going. We talked about during the club Final Fours, there was a lot of Clinton Portis. I think Chris Johnson might be the player that most people are going to see at halfback out here.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Chris Johnson, man. So much speed on the field. And the thing here is Joke is going to have this run defense. Deliverance is going to have to pass the ball if he wants to move down the field here versus Joke. Joke's run defense always one of the best every year.
Deliverance, the 28-year-old from Naples, Florida, representing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Huge Steelers fan. Part of the Pittsburgh Knights esports organization. The lefty Steve Young can't get away from the phenomenal rookie in Washington, Montez Sweat.
Yeah, that Montez Sweat card is so good. So much speed off the edge right there. Big sack, and now Deliverance already in a difficult 3rd and 20 situation. He's got to come up with something.
A dream start for Joke apart from the technical timeout. 8-0 and has Deliverance in a 3rd and long. Looking for his 2nd stop of the game. Young waiting. He's got all sorts of time, but has no sorts of open receivers as Linval Joseph will get the sack. Joke defense playing big.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that route combo right there from Deliverance. It looked like he ran 4 verticals with the slant. I mean, you got 3 seam routes and then the slant over the middle. Joke was all over it, just nothing there, and another big stop for Joke on defense.
As he will get the ball at 29 yards. What do you mean, 4 verticals isn't good? That's what I run all the time. And there's a reason why I'm at the desk. Joke back on offense. He went 114 and 31. He won a combined score of 114 to 31 through his 5 games in the online qualifiers and in the live finals. And he's doing it with a new offense. It's Lamar Jackson putting on a show, looking like Sundays out here.
Yeah, this new offense is looking glitchy. Phenomenal stick work right there by Joke. Big run again with Lamar Jackson. And Deliverance has no answer right now for this QB blast.
Joke, of course, his best finish ever. 2nd place at the Classic in Madden 18. Lost to Skimbo in that final, 24-20. He's looking for a belt.
Yeah, he's been so close over the years. And this AFC in this tournament is really stacked. It's going to be a difficult road, but obviously you know Joke can be there at the end.
AFC might be the toughest group of 16 I've ever seen on one side of the bracket.
Yeah, that's phenomenal this year. It really is.
Timeout taken by Joke. He'll have 1 remaining. 5-0 through online qualifiers and in the live finals. Completely dominant, and he's dominating here so far. Finally, Deliverance able to get some pressure in the backfield, but Lamar already has 97 yards.
Yeah, Deliverance switching to that 1-4-6. We'll see if that's the answer for this. Me personally don't think it will be, but we'll have to see what happens. Joke gonna go to the end of the 1st quarter here.
As we'll hit the end of the 1st quarter, it may only be 8-0 TD, but it feels like Joke has a 20-point lead the way he dominated the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, he really did. Just a great 1st quarter from Joke, offense and defense. Looks really tough to beat right now.
Lamar, little QB blast up the middle. He'll pick up 4. Joke, of course, is confident. Every labs with his EMB brothers. There are a lot of EMB faces here.
Yeah, 8 guys here representing that elite Madden. And Joke, you know, always repping for the elite Madden crew. And big run right there to get that 1st down.
Seems like no matter which way Lamar is running, left, right, up the middle, he's able to pick up yards. Joke over $100,000 in career earnings for the MCS, and he's looking for more. He'll pick up 6 on 1st down, 2nd and short.
Yeah, smart right there to dive down. You don't want to take a big hit and fumble into the end zone. You know, you died to live another day. 2nd and goal on the 1 now. You get another chance here. And you can waste more time also. You're going to get the ball at half. You want to use this clock as much as you can.
Got DeMarco, the fullback, at halfback on the right hip of Lamar Jackson. It has been the Action Jackson show. No need to sling the ball around when you've got that sort of power at QB. Right side, he'll get into the end zone 1 more time. Joke, 2 stops, 2 scores, he's in control.
Yeah, just way too much speed with that Lamar Jackson. Gets to the outside. Easy, easy, easy on offense. And I like that he takes the extra point here. You don't need to go for 2 again. Put yourself in a situation where now Deliverance has to go for 2, and he has to get 2 touchdowns.
3:07 to go in the 1st half. And it is Joke up 15-0. TD, fair to say, it's early, but this may be the most important drive of the game.
Yeah, it really is right here. And the thing with Deliverance is he doesn't really want to pass that much. He likes to run. He's going to have to cook up some pass plays here if he wants to get back in this game. Joke has looked dominant.
Deliverance from Naples, Florida. Shout out the Pittsburgh Knights, his esports organization. Set up some pretty cool experiences for him. He got to play Ryan Shazier in Madden. Got to meet current starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Duck Hodges. Says he's been big on him from the start. As finally Chris Johnson gets something going, picking up 12.
There we go. That's what you want to see if you're Deliverance. Nice gain right there. Deliverance, like you said, diehard Steelers fan representing for the Pittsburgh Knights, as well as his girlfriend Laurie, who is a big supporter of all his Madden endeavors.
So Laurie is becoming a backseat quarterback for him. He could use her help right here, down 15-0. Look, the clock is running down. I believe he's got shoe clock on as well. So even down 15-0, Deliverance trying to shorten the game.
Yeah, interesting move right there. I don't know. I mean, I guess he wants to make this last possession before half, but if I'm him, I'm just trying to score fast.
Get points on the board.
Yeah.
15-0, Joke on top. Reminder, we got Josh and Mo keeping an eye on Free the Penguins and Thunderball, our other AFC North semifinal. Young outside of the pocket. He'll have to throw this one away. Only thrown the ball twice. Does he have to get the passing game going to win this game?
Yeah, he really does, Nick. He's going to get it going and get it going fast. Joke just plays such good defense. It's really in a tough deficit right now when you're down 15. Joke not known as an offensive player. This is the situation Joke wants to be in.
So Joke not known as an offensive player, and yet this Lamar Jackson has made him look like one of the top offensive players as Devin Hester takes a big hit. That's a player you're going to see a ton of these 4 days here at the club championships.
Yeah, beautiful quick dot right there. A little motion slant to Devin Hester with all that speed. Gets a nice first down.
Oh, a lot of Bears fans at home loving the Devin Hester card. People playing at home with a human joystick on Hester makes him darn near unstoppable. It's Chris Johnson. All right, Deliverance, deep breath. He's got a little offense rolling inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Looking much better now. Using that speed with Chris Johnson and wasting this clock. Trying to get this last possession before the half. Going to flip his wing flex close here. I look for another stretch, I would think, here to the left.
2 wide receivers on the right side. Now Harrison in motion from right to left. He's going to give it, stretch run. Chris Johnson trying to find some room over there. Inside of 50 seconds, down to 49. Deliverance will take his first timeout, only picking up 2.
Yeah, good play call right there, though. It looked like he had a little more room, only got 2 yards, but I like the play call. You're not in a rush here. You got 2 timeouts, plenty of time to get in the end zone.
Are you okay taking a field goal here? Or does it have to be 6?
I think it kind of has to be 6, but you got to get points regardless in this situation, but you really want to get 7.
Hand off to Johnson, right side, cuts it back inside. Looks like he should have the first down at the 20-yard line. He will indeed. He'll hurry back to the line. 32 seconds and counting in the first half. Key drive for Deliverance, down 15-0. Splits Hester out wide left. He's going to have to sling it with Steve Young taking off, but nowhere to go.
That, man. Just end the game, bro. End the game.
Joke so confident. He said coming into this, the player he's most worried about in this division is Thunderball. He didn't even mention Deliverance.
Yeah, Joke always confident. A little scary play right there for Deliverance. He couldn't get down or throw the ball away. And now it's a tough situation. If you're Joke, you just want to hold him to 3 here. Deliverance, you got to get in the end zone.
21 seconds left in the first half. Here in our first game of the day, 2nd down and 8. Hester now wide left. Young gonna drop back to pass. Only a 4-man rush from Joe. He'll look for Hester. And Keith Bullock says, thank you very much. We're going the other way. And he's got a lot of room. He's out past the 40, past midfield. You can watch his tail light run off into the distance. A defensive touchdown for Joe.
Huge play right there. You can see the emotion from Joke. That could be the game sealer. Pick 6, Keith Bullock. Great lurk by Joke.
It's wide open. That's such a mistake.
If you followed Deliverance on Twitter, you know his plane ride here was a nightmare. Who would have thought the first half might be worse than that plane ride?
And then I hit extra rack
and Deliverance saying I think he pressed the wrong button, he said, or something was wide open. But you can't make that mental mistake in this situation when you're playing one of the best defensive players in the world. You cannot make that mistake in a crucial moment.
As let's take a look at this Snickers replay. And that one covered the entire way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he was trying to go to RB maybe out of the backfield right there and just hit the wrong button, but a huge pick 6 for Joke.
And he'll just run this with Chris Johnson, trying to get to halftime and lick his wounds. It is all Joke here in the rubber match. 22-0. That pick before the half, that pick 6 might be the backbreaker.
Yeah, that could be the sealer right there. Joke's going to get the ball here coming in the second half. And when I talked to Joke last night, he said 2 years ago he felt he should have blew out Deliverance then. Deliverance won that game.
22-0. Joke on top here at halftime. We got another game going on right now between Free the Penguins and Thunderball. For an update on that, start over to Josh and Mo.
A surprisingly low-scoring game here, guys. And, you know, you look at Free the Penguins, 32nd in a 32-team field in terms of yards a game allowed, but that's not what's happening in this particular matchup. Andrew Luck getting nothing going, nothing at all. The pick here by Brandon King. And Mo, this is a pretty excited young man all of a sudden here in Free the Penguins.
Yeah, just making a really good read right there, and he had phenomenal stick work on that interception we seen earlier in that clip right there. Just playing a really good game, just super dominant, playing great offense, controlling the clock, and that's what's happening in this game. 13-3 is the current score. Thunderball's got nothing going with Andrew Luck. Now, he had Lamar Jackson to advance to this part, changed out. Was that a tactical mistake? I think it might have been, because there's been some opportunities where he's had an opportunity to scramble with his quarterback, and Andrew Luck's just a little bit slower than that Lamar Jackson he was using before. So I think that could have been a mistake he had, you know, where if he had that quarterback, he could have picked up some first downs instead of forcing the ball into some interceptions.
Luck, in fact, started out 3 for 12 for Thunderball in this one. VOD. In just a couple hours, we'll have it up there for you so you can see the whole thing. But we're ready for the second half. Joke trying to get things done against Deliverance. So far, so great. We go back to Nick.
Josh and Mo, appreciate it. TD, it is all Joke here in the first half. And for Deliverance, he's got to remember, like, Joke's getting the ball to start the second half. There's still time, though. He can't panic quite yet, because in the game of Madden, you just never know.
Yeah, you never know. There is time, but see, the thing with Joke right here, he's just going to want to run the clock. He doesn't care about getting any points in this situation. He just want to burn as much clock as he can. I'd expect to see Chew Clock on, running the ball with that Lamar Jackson on conservative. And just, yeah, like you said, Nick, just a dominant performance right now by the Cleveland Browns club champion.
As it's going to be Lamar right up the middle. He's got more room inside the 50. Can Troy P run him down? He'll slide down. Not going to look to take a hit from Polamalu for Joke. This is as good of a game as you could get to start the tournament, because he hasn't really had to show anything.
Yeah, he hasn't had to show anything, and this is the way Joke wants to play. He doesn't want to pass much. He just wants to play defense, run the ball, and manage the clock. And he slid down right there so he can chew more of this clock.
Lamar right side, so we heard Josh and Mo say Thunderball switching from Lamar to Andrew Luck. On the flip side, Joke switching to Lamar Jackson, and it's worked out in spades.
Yeah, it's paid dividends for him right now, looking dominant. Could see this Joke and Free the Penguins matchup in the final 16. Would be an interesting matchup.
But still lots of time left. Looking to avoid any disastrous turnovers. 3 wide set in this Taysom Hill package. And of course for the wrinkle, the New Orleans Saints have been throwing in with their athletic quarterback, Taysom Hill. How about Drew Brees, by the way, breaking Peyton Manning's record last night in Monday Night Football. Lamar Jackson picking up first down.
Yeah, just another great run right there. That Lamar Jackson, just too much speed. Deliverance has no answer for it. Just lays down, gonna burn this clock. And if Joe can burn this whole quarter right here, that would be huge for him. Deliverance has got to get off the field as soon as possible.
Joke said if he won the $100,000, he was able to get that belt, he wants to invest it in Bitcoin. How about that, a little cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
If there was one person I'd pick out to be investing in cryptocurrency, it'd be Joke. Seems to be on the the cutting edge of everything. 1st and 10, Joke right side with Lamar Jackson sliding down, playing real conservative. My favorite thing about Joke, TD, that I think maybe our casual fans don't know, he doesn't even watch NFL football.
Yeah,
he picked the Browns because he loves LeBron James, but look how good he is at the game of Madden.
It's insane. A guy that doesn't even like football, doesn't watch it, is just one of the best Madden players year in and year out. So crazy.
You can see him out of this Taysom Hill package. The versatility of this package, able to get into bunch with that 3 wide set and then go right back to running it with Lamar Jackson. Hasn't needed to do anything but snap the ball and let Lamar do the work. Outside, 20-15, sliding down. What a job by Joke, just avoiding any disastrous turnovers.
Yeah, look for him to slide every time here. I mean, if he kicks a field goal, the game is virtually over. You can't come back from 25-0 in one quarter. That'd be pretty impossible. So Joke, like we said, just trying to burn this clock. Look for him to hike again here at 1 and get out of this 3rd quarter with the 22-0 lead.
You want to talk about what separates the pros from the amateurs? It's clock management. I mean, a lot of players, myself included, don't think about killing the clock in the 3rd quarter. But up 22-0, trying to shorten this game.
Yeah, game management, clock management, being smart is just the most important stuff.
What a block on the outside. Lamar into the end zone one more time for Joke. You're not seeing an instant replay. It's just been the Lamar Jackson show.
Yeah, it's just way too easy for Joke on offense, and that's all he wanted coming in this. 29-0, Deliverance just has no answer, as you can see in his face, shaking his head. Great job by Joke.
Crazy, man.
Crazy indeed at what Joke has been able to do. 29-0.
Yeah, you got to think Deliverance wasn't really expecting this. I think he might have thought Joke was still in that Oakland playbook, going to run the ball with his running back. As we take a look at this QB blast to the outside, just doesn't even get touched, easily in the end zone for Lamar Jackson.
Our Snickers touchdown replay. Now, Deliverance. What do you do? Down 29-0. He'll run a stretch run with Chris Johnson. He'll pick up another 12. If you're Joke, you're really happy to give up 12 at a time because you just don't have that much time left in the game.
Yeah, you're cool with that. Let the clock tick. And Deliverance didn't really need a juke there. I think he could have got to the outside, got some more yards. Nice juke there,
little juke move there from CJ2K. Oh, how often have we seen Chris Johnson out in open space down to the 17-yard line?
Johnson, bro. That doesn't make any sense at all.
And Deliverance upset that he didn't get to the end zone there. He does have that max Chris Johnson. Couldn't break away from Denzel Ward right there. Or Deion Sanders, excuse me. That's why you get a Deion Sanders to catch up with Chris Johnson.
Listen, if there's somebody, if you want to say who I'm okay with running Chris Johnson down, Deion Sanders is a pretty good player to do it. 1st and 10, dropping back to pass with Steve Young. The lefty slinging it to Devin Hester.
Yeah, nice little hitch route right there. Thought he was going to try to hit that corner out in the back, but just not there. And if you're Deliverance, you got to try to get another playoff here before the end of the third.
Clock running down, 5 seconds left in the third. Will he get one more play off? He will not. 0's on the clock, 4's up in the chat. It is 4th quarter time, presented by Snickers.
Yeah, if you're Deliverance, you really got to get the ball off there. I don't know why he was waiting. Goes back to the stretch here. He has a hole. Nice tackle by Keith Bullock. That Keith Bullock has been huge for Joke so far.
Well, he's got a touchdown on the board. He's got more touchdowns on the board than Deliverance's offense.
Yeah, good point, Nick. He really does. And big 3rd and 4, but the clock is really against Deliverance right now.
It's the biggest comeback you've ever had in the 4th quarter.
21, I believe, in the game this year. Got a little lucky though, but you need that in this type of situation.
When you're down by 20+ points, you need a little luck to go your way. So you see Deliverance rocking the Pittsburgh Knights hat. He says that he considers calling out of work when the Steelers lose their games.
Yeah, Deliverance is a full-time psychologist. You know, he plays Madden on the side. He doesn't do this full-time. But even with that, he's always in this tournament, one of the better players. 4th
and 4. Can Deliverance stay alive? Looking back at the end zone, and Telvin Smith says, no way. Jose, Joke all day.
Yeah, just a dominant performance by Joke. I mean, there's not much to say. Offense, defense, he's done it all. And that's why he's one of the top 5 players in the world year in and year out.
Lamar left side. He'll slide down to the 26-yard line, picking up 6.
Yeah, Nick, you made a good point earlier. You said, you know, he hasn't had to show much. He hasn't gone to any other formation. We've just seen QB blast pretty much every play.
Hasn't thrown the ball. I mean, it's QB blast, QB power.
Yeah, he told me he was going to, you know, switch around, audible around to some other formations, but he hasn't had to do it at all.
Confident. I mean, Joke always has confidence, but when he backs it up with dominant performances like this, I mean, you start to think when you talk about favorites in this tournament, Joke's got to be somewhere near the top of that list.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think he's got all the confidence in the world going into this next matchup. It's a scary next matchup for whoever's playing Joke because his confidence is going to be through the roof with this Lamar Jackson.
Sliding down for another 1st down as he'll continue to chew the clock, continuing his undefeated run through online qualifiers in the live finals. Only needs 4 more wins after this to get his first belt, but it only gets tougher from here.
Yeah, he bumped up his winnings from 6,500 to 10,000 with this win. And only goes up from here, like you said, Nick. A lot of money on the line. You got to think Joke's going to make a run in this tournament.
By the way, I think that right there was the worst run we've seen from Joke, and he still picked up 2.
Yeah.
That tells you how good a game he's had.
Yeah, when you got Lamar Jackson, it makes it a little easier for you out there.
Stumbling and bumbling his way through the hole, picks up 6 to the 40-yard line. 20 plays, 20 carries, 200 yards.
Yeah, 20 for 212 and 3 touchdowns, just crazy stats. He's going to go for it here. All he needs to pick up a yard, and that will do it.
And he does. If you need to pick up a yard and you've got Lamar Jackson, feels like, you know, you could run that 100 times, you're paying up 99.
Yeah. And that'll do it. And when I talked to Joke last night, he said 2 words, Lamar Jackson, Tyler. That's all you need to know. Dominant performance on offense and defense by Joke.
What a performance by Joke here in our AFC North semifinal. 29-0. He didn't have to show much, but he showed why he's a favorite in this tournament.
Didn't have to do much.